exact same round.
Is this just a replay?
It is the exact same round. I think the only difference is that a shock dart was used by the M80, or wait, the YFP. Wait, oh yeah, that's flipped. The the HUD is flipped. My brain hurt, but the YFP Sova to break. Me just dying to get this point off about how a guy shock darted an alarm bot. Desperately trying to talk about this.
I just realized that as well. It's yeah, we are in blue for any defense to start things off. So yes, the recon dart did come out on the attack. The shock dart rather still came out as well. As Net is still trying to swing out. So again, it's the same thing as the pistol round.
What is the HUD?
This time there are some kills that are happening. It's a 4-4, and we're letting it forward here on the C side for a 2-for-1. Make that Jake answering back and getting the retaliation onto Xander. So this puts us now on a 2 versus 2, and
BCJ, man, good start.
Gassed up BCJ on the amount of kills that he's gotten his pistol, and grabbing this orb now puts him even further than halfway, and already pivoting forward, trying to move really quickly. A retaliation coming back. Xander on the flank.
What just happened?
Another 4K going on the board.
Oh my god, that was so clean, Xander.
Again, so they could actually come back here and fight for the retake.
Spike is going to be planted for C-Long. A few players from YFP stacked up there. Penny has to at least get one here, though. He is very far forward compared to the rest of the team, and because of that, just going to opt to fall back. Play a bit closer with them.
Dash moving forward too, and the recon gets value because Penny is now spotted at the top of default. Net gets the pick with the outlaw, and it's smoke towards the front, and somehow does land that shot onto Physic, and thankfully he had full shield. But here's that attempt of a defuse. It's going back and forth again. Outlaw getting more value moving forward.
What is going on,
Jake's
man?
on the late lurk. Xander's there for the kill. The defuse then comes across, and that will be a bonus round out for M80.
Who was here watching Valorant when there was no HUD, bro?
Contact, vault line coming out.
Oh my.
Trying to push forward of the players here of YFP. I just realized we also don't have game sounds, right? So Quality just getting ready right now with the operator. Looking back,
we do have
recon dart coming through. Pew, pew, no ping. Jake trying to walk forward. Boom, headshot.
I don't know. I don't think you need to make the sounds just yet.
Man.
Oh, it's going to be a 5-on-3 retake. YFP.
Oh my god.
To the site, there's so much pressure on Thief, though.
I'm ready to go unhinged now. Fault line coming out. The peek out. Oh, and the sound comes back. 3 versus 1.
Man.
And now
5
Timeout.
And now they want the Rolling Thunder to get back in from Nismo. Looks like he's lining it up, and there it goes.
Oh, and it's going to hit the whole front side, but the back side, rather. Penny's still not affected as he's holding that front side. Jake TP's across, allowing the gap for BCJ to open it up on a retake. And now it's a 2v2. BCJ's low. Shock dart landing right at the feet of Jakey, who's down at 64. The wide swing out, and Jakey does get the pick onto Nismo on the top of the log. So you don't have to like overthink and play around like walls and fades and whatnot. So it allows Quality to activate just like that. Always being aggressive alone now that he could play these hero plays and dash away. But this position in the cubby, it's sort of being checked by Will. He's ready for it, but not quicker on the trigger. That forces Physic off the plant on the spike on the C side. Paranoia even pushes him out, allowing Quality to activate the blades to make it a 1-for-1 there.
Beautiful. Yo, Xander?
But Xander once
insane, my friend.
This is good info from YFP. They're going to try to burst into the B site while it's unmanned.
That does not get a ping, but BCJ still wants to swing with the timing, but it gets met up by Thief. Steals that kill away now for the round. YFP back at the advantage on that 4 versus 3. And look at this, Wyatt. Xander has the Omen ult. This is going to be the best ult ever. Look at him back towards the C-Link, meeting up with Net with the op. Now picking up a Phantom actually on the way through as he smokes towards the A-Link so they can focus on that. It allows for them to get the first pick up to YFP. There goes the Paranoia in the back of Gong. There's that second kill from Xander. Looking back in the back.
Here's Xander.
Will. The third in the round and just retakes the round on his own. Jakey trying to run a time on his side. Up solo with this Omen. Finally the call comes out. He jumps on the top. Xander is waiting for him, but there's a defuse that he's sticking through.
Oh my god, dude.
Jake could not get the clutch out, and M80 will close up.
Although, can he get value? Get spotted out. Stun is fantastic.
Only does damage with the right-click classic and no kills, and even Xander just got picked off here as he's trying to set up the trade, and they flip the map across. M80 now fighting towards the spawn to get value to take down Thief, and now BCJ also gets the plant for a spawn. Paranoia does hit one close range. There's Qualinoob trying to help out, but the recon dart allows here Will to get the wall bang onto Xander. Back to the advantage on players for YFP. Penny trying to pinch on the left side.
Man. Good job, Penny.
3K in the round. Yes, it doesn't really look that there's players inside the site to help out Physic, but they have util to help. The fault line answered back by Will. Koala dashes on the top, and Will finally comes in to chime in for the kill. But he goes for a 1-for-1. Thief holding at the top of the tower. Camera to spot Nismo and trying to get a pre-fired shot. Does get a pop through the wall, but Nismo is still better with aim. Headshot there with the Vandal. Spike planted now for M80 at the default spot. And you're playing a little bit further back. Net just got hit by the Outlaw, so he's down to 10 HP. This gives a chance now for YFP to circle back. It's only up to Nismo, the TP across, and now the smoke cloud burst to keep Nismo at bay. Fault line just about ready, and he's just waiting for the tap. Now trying to swing out on top of it. There's that clean shot onto Penny, and it's down to a 1v1. Smoke then comes up, and the one.
Respect the OG, man.
Understood by Nismo, who gets the Zippo clutch. Oh, they're trying to walk down the one. This timing. Is it going to be good for Jakey? Just about. But they'll check it, and Qualinoob doesn't even need any help. This time, no fake checks to dash forward, and Net has slipped through the net, literally inside the B site, and does catch rotators, allowing M80 to plant, and yep, that is going to be the save for both Will and Penny.
Hitting the C site fast, and they're going to have it for free. It could be a 5-on-5 retake to close this game out or keep YFP in it. Lucky first from Jake.
They're gonna get the plant. VCT has the Hunter Siri. Nismo will be one away from the Rolling Thunder.
Stay in the game as they had the player advantage. The thing is, they don't have that all. They lost it on that previous round with Thief got picked off. But here comes a Hunter's Fury from BCJ. It does get a ping onto one and onto a second one. No kills on that second one, but look at the damage coming through. Thief and Physic, 8-1 beam. Paranoia answered back. Nismo gets caught by it on the top of the platform. Labored shot, but Xander gets the pick. Couldn't get the other one.
Okay, Jake, good job, man.
Fight back for BCJ, but it will not happen.
Timeout.
And they have no smoke, so Penny should be able to get one free kill here.
There's that one free one. Is it a BOGO?
For the stun.
For a second one. To buy one, get one free. The wall bang hits onto Nismo.
Oh,
and
Net.
that should be easier. I was going to say for
Nobody's
Net.
in trouble, has no dash.
And for Jakey, rather. That should have had them both dead to rights. Shot darts landing down. Drop down towards that side. The close range from Penny is huge. And he's about to get detained. Oh my god.
Oh my god, indeed, my
but
friend.
Does not care with the long hair. Oh, Nismo was on point with how he read that 1 versus 2. This time loses that duel. And now that flame from behind, they'll Physic. One extra jump, too many. Now close range battle and not backstab with the op from Penny. A TP now coming out from Jakey inside the site to try to get info. He's sticking it now. Spots the player towards the gong, who gets hit by the fault line, which allows Steve to get the kill onto BCJ.
Oh my god, Koal, there's no way.
Oh, it's
the boss.
One. There's not enough time on that spike, but he does get the kill on Jakey from Xander. And will there be enough time for the fuse?
Oh my god, bro, you go again.
Get it now for YFP.
Physic is in trouble if he makes noise here at long, and he does. He's going to get caught by Xander. Really haphazard setup from YFP, and it gives M80 such an opening to close the game. Nismo still has that Rolling Thunder. He's been maintaining it for a few rounds. And that could be the linchpin of a 13th round of a game.
When they start to believe in the comeback.
M80 taking their map pick Haven.
It's when they lose, man.
Penny now activating the Blade Storm 2, trying to watch that flank. No lurks coming this time around from Ned's signature move that he does here in the game of Valorant. There comes the delays of utility out from M80 on the pulse line, and they have to activate very quickly for YFP. Remember that Rolling Thunder is still available for Nismo. There it goes. It gets unleashed, and it does get the hit off. But Jake still gets the shot somehow onto Qualinoob. Clock is ticking down the swing out from Will. There's that first and second kill. It's back to a 2 versus 2. The flash on the top, smacking down towards the Nismo with the last kill onto Penny. And finally, M80 is able to close it out on the first map here of Haven.
I mean, some life for YFP at the end there, but it just came down to M80's first half being so good. An insurmountable comeback or rather insurmountable lead, a comeback that couldn't be made when you're just down 9. Leaving their options open, they could go into a B split here or circle back into the A split with Penny towards A.
Comes down to the util too. Meanwhile, you did see the damage that Penny with his own sheriff did, and is trying to get another one.
Oh my god, Xander, today's your day, brother.
Here's that swing across through the guard, and it's a 1-for-1. 4-player advantage against 3 of them. M80 as Fisk is able to even it up. Swarming towards the A side is YFP. There's not enough time on the clock, but they managed to open up the A side for a plant.
Over there.
Oh, and those YFP players were just so weak. It only required one of those bullets from the Ghost to connect to Physic, but the shots were just a little bit too high.
Do you believe in Nismo?
Listen, these players still are weak, though.
1v3?
Nismo might be able to make this happen. Just one little bullet
If you win this,
onto
you're
Physic.
gonna buy the
Knows his
Sentinel's bundle,
location,
bro.
knows he's weak.
Or you will donate to me for my
Play
motherboard.
back inside that
You
smoke
choose.
as well. Does have an opportunity here as that second shot. I mean, that util is just too good for YFP to know where Nismo's committed towards to. He's gonna have to drop down here through the force and piss around. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
indeed,
That
dude.
was almost. All Noob slipped into wine on their full buy.
Jump spot too to just try to bait him out while he was playing all the way back towards wide, and it was hoping that he had the better angle, but Penny was always ready for that one. Now
Back
slingshot
down.
back towards the main. Xander
Yo,
capitalizes on the
Xander, man,
kill.
the way
And
he's
it's
shooting is
surviving
just
to be let in by the
beautiful.
paranoia,
One
but
enemy
Ned is
remaining.
also there to help out from Hell. The crossfire setup is great. The ping gets the information onto Will, who does get a dink through the wall, though. There's that double swing towards the end, and it becomes a clean hold on their gun.
Now, YFP have done work breaking some of the util, but it doesn't matter. Xander's just 2 times right place, right time, close up with the judge.
Carol's hands in the air saying, oh, let's just try B
30
then.
seconds
We
left.
have no other options. And fortunately, as he walked for info, that's 3 players inside this B site. They get a pick out of that. Penny and Physic are alone. Recon Dart now smoked out. BCJ still trying to get the Odin spray. Now they get spotted. Down to 3 lead. But again, there's just too many players inside this B site.
Only sharps for
Frustrating
IFP.
ordeal.
Autumn Physic.
They will commit towards it though and still get the first blood. Volume once again with the support, and the deadlock
Well,
utility continues to
look at
keep
this guy,
players
man.
at bay.
Has no
And
mercy.
He's moving it confidently. Eventual Drift trying to get the Odin spray to follow up behind it, but unfortunately no contact coming through, and still only light damage being done
Where
to Penny. But
Nismo
this
is,
was
man?
pushing all the way up, and his aim is back here from that Haven clutch that we talked about numerous rounds ago on Haven.
These setups are so frustrating, man. Look at Nismo. He's all the way to bottom catwalk.
Oh
Jake
my
caught
god.
unaware. Oh my god!
Down mid.
The aim is just robotic.
Is that
This
wood?
guy is insane, man. I mean, one of the players that we've been looking at, questioning, how
What
is
a
he not on a
talent, man.
partnership
30
team?
seconds
How is he not on a tier 1 team? I think we've been asking him that question
my
for 2
God.
years.
I
at
love
this
you,
point.
Nismo.
Time out.
Just losing this round puts them back on a Nico once again, and you're at a minute mark where you're throwing up the wall, the barrier mesh. Oh, but this one just got caught, and it goes back to an opportunity to try to swing inside that site. Whereas there is the TP from Xander in the back of that B site. Off shot connects from Kuala Noob onto Steve, and the hat doesn't even matter anymore when they can't enter the site with Kuala Noob avenging his teammates the way that he does.
That situation got scrappy, but even within that,
30
M80 make the
seconds.
right decisions. Oh, the Annihilation catches one. Really big from Will to even the odds, bring things to the 2-on-2.
Stays alive though onto that ledge and then gets picked off immediately by Jakey. And that's 2v2 coming through in the plant. Pretty decent, allowing Will to set up his sonars. Sonic sensors is the word that I'm looking for. And even on top of that, the one-way smoke by Jakey. So they have great opportunities to delay, continuing the delay on the side of YFP. Big flash coming through and a TP in the back, but he cannot get the kill. That looks so good at the very beginning.
Oh
But
my
now,
god, what was the
in the end,
flash?
YFP is able to hold the back on a 4 versus 5 to keep this game close, to keep M80 continuing to have to readjust round after round. And Xander's the one that pushes forward first. Net this time steals the kill away, though from the off of Kuala Noob.
Planted.
There's the hat coming out, the TP coming through. And the Hunter's Fury out on the defensive side. The ping on 2, and now the net being thrown. And now a counter Hunter's Fury they can hear coming out from Physic. But now Quantum does get the pick onto Physic overall. There's that sonic sensor on the top, but it's still a position where YFP can play the pulse plan. Close range we go.
Can he do it?
Will is now alone down at the bottom of hell, and the Owl drone is trying to clear him.
Why do you still have a drone, bro?
It's going to ping. He's gonna have to swing out, and now that's BCJ towards the end with the Odin.
Koala Noob is going to TP off and Xander in the corner. Do they expect him here? They do, but he's just too good right now.
And the blind shot 2 off the decoy. Penny's trying to answer back to dash forward to try to fight. But there was still Nesmo there to try to help out. Now he's pinned in the corner. Gets checked, it gets cleared. And there's that shorty, and at least we go back and forth. Very good protocols going back from these two teams to allow us to see another unraveling of a 2v2 in round number 11.
Planted.
Yeah, YFP, they were wise to that catwalk setup, didn't get baited, traded things out nicely when those players came from the main. Now they have a chance for a 4th round, which honestly feels kind of crazy given how dominant this has been for M80. 4 wouldn't be too bad against the double Sentinel comp on attack. It's going to come down to Thief and Will.
And the net 2, that's going to delay and not allow here M80 to get the best value. Actually, it doesn't get recon hit, so it allows for a ping to happen. But Will is just too good. But flushing players for Penny. Dash now activated. There's that first shot. It gets instantly traded out. Pop flash being thrown down by Koala Noob, trying to take control of middle. And now Jake is the one pushing forward. The long range classic, though, allows 2 picks to happen. Now a player dropping
This pistol? We're got a game, man.
Xander, now the last player standing.
8-5.
Lorelei that they have that can work as a group to get this pick towards the A side. So there's a decoy and a TP across. Will switching back to his sheriff and reacting well enough to just run in with the judge while Physic is there with the fire support of the Odin.
Valorant is a fun game,
It
man.
looked too good to start things off, especially after the decoy.
God.
But this is looking like a chalked up round here for M80.
This looks like we're going to
Can't
sunset,
ask
bro.
for a better bonus than this. Unless Net aces them and win.
Nah,
I
you
mean,
gotta try to save this.
Timeout.
M80, they want to use this dimensional drift to gather info on the A site. Qualnoob gonna go into ping out Penny there. Knows that the site is basically clear at this point. Oh, is Penny actually caught this wall? He's going for it. Oh my god, what a maniac.
And Physic once again spraying with the Odin on top of the A heaven, and Jake is just waiting on the other side of the barrier match.
What just
And once
happened?
again, a fast rotate coming out of YFP. Yeah.
Jake and Penny both back site, and look at the speed on this rotate already. Physic is here. He has the Odin. He's ready to spray. Make it even more frustrating. Great annihilation from Nismo.
They haven't broken it. He's made it out inside the smoke to allow your Quality to get the pick. And now those anchors are being
Go play, man. Go play.
one by one. Just
What is
being
happening in
eaten
this
off.
game, man? 10-9.
The hit's going to come onto B, but they have to deal with the Sentinel utility.
Oh, this is
Well, that
good
was
bait for
a
Koala.
nice try. The camera went up to try to get the Odin spray into the market, but the Reconner will
Oh
definitely
my
get information.
God.
And also, once again,
Oh
just
my.
an incredible hold on the defensive side of
10
YFP.
seconds left.
Every
They got
single
destroyed,
weapon
man.
trying to go into a site, if it's not going to be on weapons,
They
there's
didn't
just
even
so
shoot,
much
man.
utility stalling M80 and YFP. They win the round with 4 players alive, keeping the map back on track in their favor.
Timeout.
Flat now comes down for M80, and there's that Hunter's Fury on the attack from the back of the site. No contact coming through, though, as now one's trying to walk down, and through the smoke, YFP is able to get the kill.
Oh,
and Will
what
gets
is
it through
that?
the smoke onto Koala Noob. Advantage right back for YFP. It's bowed down to the information that Thief was throwing out of his own hat. And they now notice the players stuck in the back of the site. The last 2 players remaining up to BCJ now only and alone. And the ping does not even matter when there's 4 players storming through on the retake. And YFP is now at map point.
All right, Will is
Definitely leading the charge with this Odin as Physic. And as we talk about him, he's under heavy pressure. A split attempt from M80 towards this A site. The net once again catching 2 players, and Will gets the pick at least towards the tree side. And they anchor
Yeah,
it
this is
down
GG,
once
man.
again
They're
with
going to
the
sunset.
Odin for support. Tree side A main. Everybody falling from M80.
Clean,
Needing only
Will.
one more kill to push this
Who's
into
gonna get it?
sunset. Is Xander down to 51 HP, being hunted down by 3 players
GG.
with full confidence. And Penny will bring us into a third map of sunset.
And once again, you want to go hit B? All right, cool. There's all the Sentinel utility. All right, you want to go hit A? All right, cool. You're running into the stack. You're running into an Odin. Great defense from YFP, and they did just enough on their attack half as well.
And that's how they're cooking things up on the pistol round. The Euro to walk down, a TP set up towards the gate. And then the one-way cage is set up now for M80 on this B side so that Net can try to delay as much as he could. And there is that wingman denying the opportunity to plant so far as Koala Noob goes for early pop shots with the Sheriffs, but he TPs away towards A, which is fine. Everybody's trying to rotate back for mid control, but the spike's down out in the open on B here for YFP.
They're trying to reflank through market, a big reflank, multiple players. If they come through this door, this paranoia could get massive value. Net taking contact.
And the contact's good. First
Okay,
blood,
good shots.
second and third for Koala Noob on the top of middle, and that TP was good enough here to shut down any type of re-aggression out of YFP that were trying to go for a 1-2-2 split out towards the A site, or sorry, B site. Now things are not looking good at all until Penny wins his 1 versus 2 somehow inside the market. And this is doable now. The protocols are potentially double swinging and also catches Penny off guard.
Here comes that split. Penny going to get some of that space onto the site, scaling off of the Dizzy as the wingman does his thing. Gets that spike down, planted for B main. It's time for that trip to go off. Great first kill from Thief.
The Guardian, though, answered back by Xander. Physic also trying to get the spray through the news box and hoping to get a kill. But it's a 4v4. Difficult to retake with the up, though, in the hands of Koala Noob. Dizzy now being thrown up. Another trade from both of these teams. Op still available. Still difficult for them to retake, and it'll work out.
Forward here. Xander will be the one taking contact, but it won't matter if this Dizzy comes over top. VCJ could be in trouble. It doesn't catch him. He's able to get the first off the one-way. Slip out as well. Wow, he's gonna pop a that close. Wait, that timing.
What's going
the
on?
Pusher from Thief, the turnaround and finally gets
Man,
it onto
this
BCJ.
is one of the most insane
Meanwhile,
games I've ever
players
seen,
have been
bro.
detained, so you give a chance for the rotate to
zero
happen.
sense.
TP across, and here comes the hat being thrown. Close range battle.
It's chaos.
Onto Physic. He TPs away on time, but the double swing comes out,
It's
and Physic does get the pick. They open up the A side at least, and there's that flight coming up from Thief. The transfer over for
What's
the second
happening,
one,
dude?
and YFP will get the round.
Timeout.
The B split's going to commence, but M80 are stacked up here.
At least the fault line is going to hit a few towards the back of the site. A nice counter flash coming out from Nismo. Just allow for them to set up. Nice Sheriff shot on top of that too. One more will allow the Rolling Thunder to be available as they're trying meticulously to get these kills on the side of M80. The cage slows down the action for a bit, giving a chance now for finally YFP to really set up here on the ball.
The timing.
The timing there on Net and a Nismo long range and 3 versus 1. Again, the Rolling Thunder is potentially available. He needed one more kill, actually. And now Net is going to tap on that spike. Faultline, though, will do the job still and concuss Thief. And they just stick to the fuse. Nismo will finally get the Rolling Thunder activated for the next round. And it'll continue to be a brawl for this team on this map against M80. But M80 definitely looks more clean and ready to fight under the chaos. As you can see, just Koala activated
good shots,
once
man.
more on this Yoru. Everybody slipped across to make it towards this A side. So the plant's already coming down. And look at that Rolling Thunder being set up towards the shop, and they're going to try to fight it as soon as they get contact. But Nismo still has his. He can answer back as soon as possible. Aftershock coming through. Players are being stunned. There's that Rolling Thunder to defense. Advantage for M80. The lurk from Physic for 2 kills onto Pawn. And that's going to deny the M80 retake. Sticking on to that spike is Xander, putting it halfway. Dimensional drift not needed, cannot be used. As Penny also comes in for a backstab from the elbow.
Really low money, and they're forcing into this.
With the showstopper on top of that, there it comes, and the aftershock does actually hit Xander. Counter aftershock coming out, he's gonna have to shoot it.
What is
and he gets
happening?
killed by Nismo's aftershock. Sure shots missing. Dizzy, blinding Nismo, counter flag to first kill, and it seems that the Euro's protecting first man, but finally he gets the kill there onto Jake. Physics is now alone. The plant has gone down, and Physics trying to fight, fully flashed by the Yoru, and Net comes out for the kill. And dude, this is getting late for my age.
Wingman got the spike down for them so they can have a reasonable buy here. The
Oh,
flash
Ali's
on the
insane,
Koala is
dude.
too precise, and Xander finds the perfect swing timing.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely do see where
Winnable?
it's unraveling here.
24.
YFP doesn't look as prepared on this
Depending on
map as
Vandal.
they have done so on Ascent, yet alone even Haven being able to make this game close.
Oh my God, Xander.
But you're
You are
seeing this
insane, my
scenario
friend.
once again where M80 gets to start off now on the defensive side and continuing to have a strong defensive hold to start. But if the story continues as to the series that we've witnessed so far here, Wyatt, it may turn around, but we'll have to wait before waiting for this round to unravel. A 2 versus 1 now as Will just got hit by the Thrash. And even the Hat pulls out the gun, but just a little bit too late. M80 will now make this another 9-3 half, just like they did on
5 on 4 now, though. A lot of work to do for M80.
And with Net dying, that's 5 ghosts now available for YFP as the upgraded one of these pistols. Kuala Noob, though, is making it a 4-on-4. Big flash coming across. We go back and forth on these trades. Now Kuala Noob on the back of the side, also picked up by Jakey.
It's bro.
A nice first little tap.
If there's
and
one man.
Xander has done this before. Jake is low on HP, and then the right-click classic onto Will to get the simple clutch for M80.
I mean, that is just outrageous.
Good,
They
man.
nerfed it. They
Yo,
nerfed
made it
right?
better qualify
They
for
said they
franchise,
nerfed
bro.
it.
Everything else for M80 was a walk contact inside the A site. They didn't even need the Thrash.
30 seconds left.
Men going to get that plant for elbow. Wow, Kuala Noob trying to get aggressive, trying to even the odds while they're in a 4 versus 5. Can't be mad at that, but doesn't find the timing.
BCJ at the elbow with the Dizzy and the Thrash. Players in front of them to try to save him. And allow for him to use the ult, but they can't get. And Xander's trying to do so. Penny with the backstab as well as Net. And that almost guarantees it here. There's that Thrash coming out. Will's trying to run away.
Oh
and
my
Will gets
God. Oh,
hit.
they knife?
Oh, poor
And
Will.
look, the players closing in. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be able to pull out his weapon at least, but the time in favor
There's no
of
time.
M80, and Will has no choice but to save his weapon, and Net's already cut the rotate. Boom.
Happy point for M80.
M80 on the cusp of a solid win against YFP. A team that have really elevated themselves in stage 2.
And they were just trying to do a trap play and it fully missed. Satchels didn't go deep enough. They couldn't get the surprise into the A main for the pinch. Down towards the A site, but at least they got some fight back. Only one player falling behind. Penny cutting the rotate against BCJ, and he wins it. Giving a chance now for YFP to once again be forced to play the comeback. Jakey initiating on the retake from Boba, but it's a double swing coming.
Xander doesn't stop, dude.
Xander as the bucket comes in. Hat thrown out up to
GG.
Penny cannot get the kill onto Net, and M80 will close the series against YFP 2-1.
And you got to feel pretty satisfied with that M80 victory here. You know, this team is continuing to get better and better, get to that place we're expecting them at the very top.